Let's move on to the fourth and final email today. And the fourth and final email today comes to us from Luis Rosero, who writes, "Hi, John. Huge fan since AMC." Thank you so much, Luis. Variety is reporting that a Fox executive, here we go, that a Fox executive told staffers that the Disney/Fox merger could be finalized by the new year. If that is indeed the case, over or under 50% that Marvel scrambles to include something mutant-related in Avengers 4, even if a minor detail. Thanks, brother. All right, thanks a lot for the question, Luis. Here's the thing. I have been seeing everybody everywhere, including a lot of people tweeting me saying, "John, did you hear that the Fox Disney deal is going to be completed and finalized by January 1st? Way sooner than they thought it was going to be. What does that mean?" And blah, 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 right? There are headlines running with this. There's all this kind of stuff. It's not true. It's not true. All right? Now you might be saying, "But John, I saw the headline." Here's the thing. This is another situation of people reading a lot of headlines without actually reading the story. All right? This deal is not going to have its final conclusion and finalized by January 1st. It's not. Well, John, you might be saying, what's with all the headlines? Here's what the actual story in Variety said. This is important stuff that we got to understand. Here's what it actually says. Variety wrote, "Fox will be logistically ready for its pending mega deal with the Walt Disney Company to close January 1st, top executive Peter Rice told employees Wednesday. According to sources present at the town hall meeting on the Fox lot in Los Angeles, Rice reiterated that the deal is still on track to close sometime in the first half of 2019, either in the first or second quarter. So we're talking about could be as late as the summer. But he said that structure of the new Fox, down to elements such as human resources and payroll, will be ready to go by January 1st. Regulatory processes will likely drag the ultimate closure beyond that date." They did not say this deal is going to be finalized and closed on January 1st. They said from a logistical standpoint, we'll be ready for this to close January 1st, but that in all likelihood is going to close sometime in the first quarter, maybe even the second quarter of 2019, which again could put us all the way into the summer. They're not closing this deal on January 1st. Again, follow along that final line. Yeah, we'll be ready to do it from an organizational point of view. We're ready for it. As the first line says, we will be logistically ready for it, but going down to the last line, the regulatory process will likely drag the ultimate closure beyond that date. Again, that could go to the first or second quarter of the year. So first thing is first. This Disney-Fox deal is not going to be closed January 1st. Everybody's running with that. Everybody's running these headlines. That is not happening. They'll be ready for it to close. They'll have all their I's dotted and T's crossed. But ultimately, this thing is still not going to close until sometime in the first quarter and maybe even into the second quarter of 2019. So again, everybody's reading headlines. Nobody's reading the story. Nobody's getting the actual facts. And the facts are there. You just got to read for it. So let's be clear about that. So let's go back to the other part of your question, Luis, when you write, if this thing is closed January 1st, could Marvel rush to throw in some X-Men elements? Here's the thing. Even if, and it's not, but even if this deal was going to be closed January 1st, Kevin Feige's not an idiot. Kevin Feige didn't get the MCU to where they are right now by just being quick, really reactionary. It's like, oh, this is done, quick, let's rush and just throw something in here. But we're not prepared for that. We didn't plan this movie to have X-Men elements. Doesn't matter, quick, throw it in, just throw it in, blah, blah. Kevin Feige didn't make the MCU the big boy on the block in the genre by being trigger happy and reactionary and just rushing to throw whatever random shit comes to mind and just throw it in, throw it in, throw it in. He made the MCU the juggernaut that it is by being calculated, by being prepared, by being proactive instead of reactive. That's how he got the MCU to being where they are. So my point of view is that even if, and it's not, but even if this deal was closing January 1st, Do I think Kevin Feige is suddenly going to change into a completely different person, adopt a completely different philosophy, and become a completely different kind of leader just like that, and all of a sudden become super reactionary? It's like, oh, let's just throw things in there. Let's just throw it. No. That's not the way he does things. The MCU is calculated and planned and designed. Man, they know what they're doing long before they do it, and then they stick to it. And yeah, they adapt and move when they have obstacles come in their ways, but they didn't get to where they are by being this, oh, quick, let's throw something in. That's something maybe some other studio that I will not name might do, but that is not something Kevin Feige would do. So, bottom line. Number one, this deal's not going to be closed January 1st, despite the headlines that you're reading. Number two, even if it were, do I think he's going to scramble just to throw in some elements for the hell of it and risk his movie? No way. No way. That's not Kevin Feige. That's not how he does things. So I just can't see it happen. Now, does that mean it's a 100% guarantee that we ain't going to see anything X-related or anything Fantastic Four related in an Avengers 4? No. Stranger things have happened. But I'm going to tell you this. If, and I really highly doubt they will, but if there's some kind of X-Men element or Fantastic Four element in Avengers 4, and I think there's a less than 1% chance of that, but if there is, I guarantee you it'll be something that Feige has planned and architected for a long time. And it won't be a last minute, oh, they're closing the deal early, let's put something in. It won't be that. It won't be that, because that's not Kevin Feige. And that's not how they got to where they are. So, fortunately, we're in a great position that we don't have to wait all that long for Avengers 4, so we're going to have our answers pretty damn soon, which is really, either way, this movie's going to be great, and we all can't wait to see it. Thanks a lot for the email, man. I appreciate it. Okay, with all that...